Next, we continue to the three operation management of critical decision that we found in the Founder movie. Firstly is design of goods and services. In the Founder movie, they use the CPD system. What is PD system? PD system is one of the strategy to manage their time management in getting the order that they get from the customer within 30 seconds. Even though the system workflow is fast, they also emphasize on the quality of their food when they serve to the customer. Next, they turn the service drive-in to the walk-in. Why? Because lack of employee to service the customer. In result, it avoid taking a long time for a food order to be complete. Therefore, Mr. Mac and Mr. Dick purpose to do a walk-in service in their restaurant, which is McDonald's Hamburger. It would help them in preparing the food faster and being able to satisfy their customer. Furthermore, they use disposable food packaging to make it easier for their customer to eat everywhere and also can be taken to home. It will save their cost production also. Secondly, what we found is the quality management. In this movie, Mr. Mac and Mr. Dick use tennis court to create the layout of the workflow for the McDonald's hamburgers. This is for dividing the workers to a varied selection production. And they also train their workers to make sure the quality of production goes well conducted. Besides that, Mr. Ray Kroc made a new revolution to make McDonald's hamburger as a franchise. This is for develop the McDonald's restaurant in America. Besides that, Mr. Ray made a new revolution to make McDonald's hamburger as a franchise. This is for develop the McDonald's restaurant in America. And Mr. Ray wants to gain more profit because he see the ability of the restaurant. Lastly, we move to the quality design and strategy. In this point, we found that Mr. Ray rebuilt McDonald's franchise in America to reduce more profit, and he wants to make McDonald's as number one in America. Mr. Ray also improvised the menu in the McDonald's, which is the instant milkshake in a variety of flavor. Then he also applied many sponsorship and do collaboration with other agency to maintain and improve their cost production beside the quality and organization of McDonald's hamburger.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and salam sejahtera to Dr. Iwan and my groupmate. I am Nur Nabila Afifah binti Azizi from BA 234 2A, no ID matrix 2020859582. Today, I will present about the challenges in the Founder movie. First of all, financial problem. Kroc offers to the brother to let Kroc handle financial. However, he could feel like it was not easy expected. So, he decided to convince his rich country club friends to invest. But at the end, they failed to maintain the standard for the store and the quality of food. Ray mortgaging his house to make a loan to boot McDonald, but at the end, he faced a big problem financial because he cannot pay the loan as well. Next, disagreement with his partner. Ray starts to book and conduct another McDonald after make and contract with Dick and Mac. While Ray managing business, his partners always turn down Ray's idea. Whenever Ray give an idea in improving McDonald, Dick and Mac definitely will reject his idea. Then, high cost production. Cost production is significant in economic because it influences in production, supply and sale, and determination of price in the market. Based on the movie, Ray will meet with someone that want to help him in financial problem, which is Harry. Harry suggests to Ray to buy a land. As we know, rent a land is under cost production. And when Harry suggests to Ray to buy a land, it will make the cost production higher. Last but not least, divorce. As we can see, Ray's wife did not support and trust Ray in what he doing to improve on his career. What made Ethel more disappointed is when Ray mortgaging their house without his permission. At the end of Ray's resurrection, Ray decided to get divorced with Ethel. Lastly, location. McDonald already have 3 branches in Chicago, and after they have faced big problem in financial, he starts in buying a land that Dick and Mac would their McDonald. And at the end, Ray built and buy a land at 17 country and become a national businessman. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, I am Muhammad Isri. Now I'm gonna talk about the step the McDonald brothers take to make their operation more efficient. First step they take is improve their staff by add more waitress for serving, increase their payroll for staff, and they stop selling brisket for reduced meat process for 30 seconds. And then they got an idea to rebuild the restaurant by conduct an experiment in a tennis court which a dimension of the kitchen. They use staff motion movement to reorganize their workplace, and they succeed to renovate in 1940. The custom kitchen used the speedy system which good for fast food delivery. And then they reopen the restaurant. They conduct an event and rent some spotlight, and then they manage to use the service of window, and then they make a franchise, or they open a franchise in a strategic location whereas called as the Golden Ark in Phoenix, that has an automatic system for cooking and others. After that, Ray Kroc managed to take over McDonald. The step he takes is he managed to reduce the cost on electricity by cut the time in make milkshake for reduced time in prepare. After that, he managed to make a cash rehab for McDonald, and then he planned in buy some land and rent for franchise for stability for upfront revenue stream money flows, and then with the greater capital for expansion fuels further land acquisitions. He also managed to control franchise which the separate company, and then he managed to uphold with the quality standard. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurul Uswatusna binti Muhammad Rafi and my matric number is 2020 at 37164. The digress from the movie The Founder is, this entrepreneurial story is sprinkled with details about business partnership, franchise agreement and contract negotiations. The movie also demonstrates how a good concept may benefit from someone else's perspective in order to become a fantastic one. It doesn't matter how old are you can still start a business or establish a franchise and success as long as you have a clear vision, a persistence, motivated and devoted. Furthermore, as a business owner, we must not be scared to be creative or develop new solutions to solve our problems. Learn to appreciate and utilize modern technology. Initially, the McDonald brothers introduced efficiency to their restaurant by inventing assembly line process. Standardization, automatic and discipline were all introduced by the Kroc.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Akila binti Muhammad Zamri. My student ID 0204891114 from Group DA 2342A. As we know, restaurant business has been one of the most affected during COVID-19 pandemic. So, in this part, I will explain about the strategies for restaurant business owner to run their business during COVID-19 pandemic. Firstly, the owner must make sure that the restaurant in the safe condition. It is important for convincing the customer that the owner of the restaurant understand and concerned about the restaurant safety by taking important steps during COVID-19 pandemic. For example, applying more strict cleaning procedure, increasing the frequency of hand washing among staff, and updating training material for employees. Besides, to minimize the possibility of putting the customer and employee at risk, the owner of the restaurant should ask for an ill employee to take the medical leave. Secondly, the owner must provide takeaway, delivery, and drive-through at their restaurant. Since dine-in not allowed during COVID-19 pandemic, the owner still can run their business by providing takeaway, delivery, and drive-through. For example, the owner of the restaurant can collaborate with food delivery partner such as GrabFood and Foodpanda. The customer can place the order through the application of GrabFood and Foodpanda. Then the employee of the restaurant will fulfill the order and hand it to the delivery partner to deliver to the customer. Besides, customer can place the order through application GrabFood and Foodpanda, then come to the restaurant to pick up the order. Lastly, the owner must limit the employees' attendance to the restaurant. Due to the increasing number of cases at the workplace, the owner should pay attention to the employees' attendance to the restaurant must not exceed 50%. This strategy will reducing the employees' exposure to the COVID-19 virus at the workplace. For example, the owner of the restaurant must prepare a list name of employees who need to attend to the restaurant by day. Besides, the tasks at the restaurant must be divided due to the reduction of employees.